Okay, so once you have your tessellation traced on here with pencil and now traced with Sharpie, and this is Sharpie right here, then you guys can start getting your watercolor supplies. So you and a partner will share a watercolor palette. You'll need a bucket of water, it's the same ones we use for clay, and you're gonna need a paper towel. Okay? When you're blending the watercolors together, we wanna work with warm colors together and cool colors together. So the warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. So you can see inside this shape, I have yellow and orange here. Okay, I have red, yellow, and orange. You can choose whether you use all three or not, but you only want to work with warm colors, red, orange, and yellow. Okay, in the cool colors, we have blue, green, and violet. Okay, so I have violet to blue to green up here. Again, you can use 2 colors or 3 colors, but you just want to stick with the warm colors. Okay, or I'm sorry, warm and cool colors. So when you're blending them together, what you're going to do is start off with a color. So I've got water on my brush. And I'm going to start off in this section right here because I have cool already. I use this for multiple examples, which is why sections of this are already painted. And I'm going to use the tip of my paintbrush to go around the edges to make sure that I don't go outside of the lines. Now you guys get to choose your own paintbrushes. So make sure that you're choosing one that fits your design. So if you have a lot of really small details, you don't want a large paintbrush for that. Okay, then I can fill in a larger space now that I have the tip of my paintbrush going around the outside. Okay, now what I'm going to do while this is still wet, I'm going to get my second color. Okay, I'm going to paint right up next to it. Using the tip of my paintbrush to go around the edges. I don't paint with the back of my paintbrush because that's hard to control. Okay, now the yellow gets taken over really easily. So what I do is I fill my paintbrush back with yellow. And then I'm going to kind of rub on that line where the two meet until I see the two blending together. Okay, when it comes to adding red over here, I'm going to fill in my area going right up to my orange. Okay, and then I'm going to overlap the two. I'm going to wash out my brush. And I'm going to overlap the two together until I don't see the line where the two meet anymore. I'm going to wash it out again. So I'm getting into the yellow and the red started to try to take over my yellow. Okay, so now I've painted in this shape right here. So I don't want to paint in this one right here right away because if this area is still wet and I try to paint right here, they're going to bleed together. So I need to find another section. I could paint right here. I could skip around. You don't have to paint in sequence, okay? So I might end up doing all my warm colors because my warm colors should never touch in my pattern. So I could always paint wet, warm colors, but if I try to paint right here again, they're going to bleed together. If warm and cool colors bleed together, we're going to get complementary colors mixing together, the ones that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So if I have a cool purple mixing with a warm yellow, kind of makes a grayish brown color. It's not pretty. So that's why we're sticking with our warm and our cool colors when we're painting. We don't want to mix complementary colors together and blend them together. Okay? When you guys finish painting your entire page, you put your first, last name, class period on the back, and it's ready to turn in. Good job.